Alright, what's up, my friends? Welcome. Playing some Standard today, and with all the Lord of the Rings things being released and stuff, and the historic anthologies, all these things coming out, almost forget about Standard a little bit, but Standard's actually looking pretty spicy right now. I gotta say, and the bans obviously happened a while ago at this point, of Fable and Bankbuster and stuff, but the format wasn't really delved into too much after the bans, and some pretty cool things happening. Pulled a few decks off of the 5.0s on Magic Online. First one here is a pretty awesome looking rock deck.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
Just classic black-green mid-range, the rock. And kind of some cool stuff happening here. So, of course, Glissa Sunslayer, really powerful card, but needs to find the right home. The meta for a 3/3 first strike, death touch, lots of good things happening there. Shieldred, obviously great. Other Shieldred, great too.
You've been in the Farmer Maggot's crop.
Ghostbusters great, but green, not often seen as a mid-range color in Standard. Usually it's Grixis or Rakdos, but pretty good cards here. Broadband Tracker's obviously great. Just great value. It's a 4/3 for 3 with the clue, draw a card. We got Canker Bloom, way to kill artifacts and enchantments and proliferate. Most importantly, we have Deep Root Wayfinder, which is actually a really cool card without a home right now. This card's in my cube right now, and having played it in cube a few times, it's a pretty sweet card, honestly. Obviously, plays better with fetch lands, but this card's just solid. Just 2/3, get some card advantage, a little ramping and stuff, and that's pretty sweet as well. Cut down, go for the throat, usual stuff here, nothing too crazy. The rest of the board, you get the idea. So, pretty cool. We also got some Tranquil Frillbacks here from the Aftermath release, which is kind of cool too. So, let's get in battle here and get right to the games. Brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, chat. Coming out with me. Play first. And on the play, we're going to keep this. It's a little rough. Only 2 lands, and we get 2 drop, though. Get a removal spell, 2 drop. Any land is great. So let's hop right in and see how we go. Shim says, how's the baby doing? Doing a 10-week-old? Wow, yeah. Those first few months are pretty crazy, so Godspeed, my friend. But Cassian's doing good. He has his 9-month checkup on Friday. He's almost 9 months old. He's a little monster. He's actually sleeping right now.
Inconceivable.
Which doesn't happen very often. What is this? A little green-black mirror. All right, please God hit. Please God hit. Please don't kill it. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. No! Deeper Wayfinder, no. Alright, so missed the land drop. That's pretty bad for us. Here's an underdog. Gotta roll. Green Black Mirror. Saw this one coming. Not me. What do you got, friend? Nissa Resurgent Animist. Okay, so pretty interesting here. Not the easiest to double landfall in Standard. Cards see a lot of play in Modern, obviously, but I don't think I mind if that lives. So let's just attack. The old Glissa costs black, black, green, right? The old Golgari Glissa. It's in for 3. Play a land. Sure, get this Glissa going. They used to go for the throat, not a cut down on our Wayfinder, meaning that they might be a little taxed on removal. Always important to try and deduce what your opponent is thinks you're doing. Topiary Stomper. All right. That's a way to play 2 lands. Dart says, what are the odds that a 1-ring deck does not win the Modern Pro Tour? I mean, 1 ring's pretty good. We'll see. All right. I mean, Glissa. Gonna find an elf. That's a pretty freaking good turn. Honestly. Nissa into Stomper, extra land, draw Glissa, play Glissa. Alright, well, we're still kind of mana screwed. We're going to kill this Glissa and attack. Stomper can't block yet, so let's kill this. And just get in for a chunk. And then Glissa will hopefully draw us a land. But this deck's pretty cool, too, I'm not going to lie. So, Nissa on second landfall finds an elf or an elemental. And they're going to trade with the underdog. No, they're not. Just going to take it, sure. Alright, so we're going to draw a card with life here, trying to find a land. We did find a land. We do have 3 drops and 5 drops, though, so can't play anything just yet. So, a little behind the 8 ball here, but we got Big Shelly. We got a mana from Nissa. Alright, what do we got here? Maybe we'll see the oldness. We see Veraska. Betrayal's Sting. I don't have Borg on the soundboard anymore. No more Borg.
We have technology.
Canker Bloom. I now have a treasure, so I can cast 5 mana Shieldred here. This thing still can't block. I can take a shot at Vraska. Or I could play a double 3-drop. Or I mean 3-drop plus 2-drop. It's not ideal, but... Alright, let's attack this without playing our Shieldred first. Alright, so we got a block. It's a good trade for us, obviously. We're kind of stuck on lands, though. I guess we're just Shieldred here. This will kill either the Stomper or Vanessa or the Vraska. Your choice. This has a place in Pioneer. Probably not. With no fetch lands. I don't know. It's alright. Card's pretty good. Alright, so Shieldred Treasure. Play land 7 and just say go. Huh. I mean, we could fire up the Underdog here and try and kill Vraska. They have 3 cards in hand, didn't play anything. Obviously, if they use like a Go for the Throat on my blitzed Graveyard Underdog, it's kind of fine for us. I'm just going to do that. Try and kill Vraska here. Mirror tokens, kind of whatever. Alright, buddy. Go get him. No exile effect, please. Alright, cool. We take that. Alright, so...
Your day will come.
So very behind on land, very up on spells. Draw Swamp on our end step. Can't play it yet. So, yeah, the anthologies are coming out. The Explorer and Historic one. The Explorer anthology is pretty embarrassing, but the Historic one is excellent. I'll do a full set review for each of those. And I might do a 10 new brews or 5 new brews. I'm deciding next week. I'm going to do 10 new brews or 5 new brews for the anthologies. I'm deciding exactly how I want to do it. That'll be next week, though. But yeah, I'm going to do, once the full card lists are out, I'll do a full set review on each one of them. You know, it's like 25 cards each, I think, so they have a mirror. They're kind of, I guess, just flooding super hard here. Let's play land. Well, let's play, I want to play some, like, foddery stuff, I think. I don't think I want to play my Glissa just yet. Let's play Trespasser. We're going to get some removal spells, eat a card from the graveyard, just play another Underdog. Yeah, Bloodghast in the Historic Anthology. Oh, yeah. Bloodghast. Let's go. Alright, eat this. So, a lot of... The Historic Anthology is an absolute banger. Banger, banger, banger. And the Explorer, not so much, but... Alright, just saying go here. I mean... Screw beats Flood a little bit. We'll see. A Quarter Shield being the really exciting card. They're spoiled for whatever. Adding Primetime. Any Valakut? I would hope not. Again, I think my biggest want for the Historic format is to keep it as different from the other formats as possible. I don't want to see fetch lands. I don't want to see lightning bolts. You know, they're going to attack. Them moving to attack position. And they're going to go for the throw. This is insane. So, we get a 2-for-1 on the Trespasser. Discarding a Bushwhack. There's no way they're an Obliterator deck, obviously. I'm going to kill my Underdog, too. So they're just going all in. Alright, going to exile the Underdog. I am now infected. Or corrupted or whatever, but they have literally nothing left. And I think we're fine here. So let's play land, play Glissa, play Tracker, so they go. It's funny that this is a treasure, but it does not count as a token. Because it is still a card. There's an Armored Scrap Gorger. Yeah, I think that I think we've crossed the line over here. Deep Root Wayfinder. Pretty easy jams. They're also at 10. They only have one viable blocker too, so I think we're good to go here. You got a block. Take 4. Valuing the extra damage over the trigger. Yeah. Make a little Mighty Might. Let's play Tracker. Canker Bloom. I don't know if it's supers or whatever. I don't think so. But we have the Underdog in the bin also. Double Clue. Feeling pretty good here. And they're going to draw a Glissa Sunslayer. But they are very dead. Very, very dead. Pack it up.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Alright, so kind of a rampy Golgari deck versus our more mid-rangey Golgari deck. If they're kind of ramping up a little bit, how does that change our plans? They definitely played enough creatures for cut down to be... I guess cut down didn't actually kill anything they played. Right, so you can maybe chill on some cut downs. Maybe even cut all of them. Bring in like some Lilianas. And maybe... Or something on the draw. So Liliana's a little better too. I think Terra Thunder is kind of interesting. It's like a flexible removal spell. And then maybe add a Trespasser also. Yeah, this is fun. Let's try this. Give it a spin. We still flip Shieldred. It has no abilities, right? It's just like a, a treasure or whatever. Yeah, the anthologies, we'll go over the anthologies again. Because, yeah, I wrote my article on CoolStuffInc.com last week about Explorer. Because Wizards is kind of in a crunch where they want to release... In order to have Pioneer on Arena, they have to release the majority of the cards in the format. And there are about 3,000 cards not in the format. They're in the format, but not on Arena. And, like, you gotta have some of the oddball cards, too, That's just a weird game. Let me keep this, honestly, on the draw. And the problem is every anthology they release makes the remastered sets less and less exciting. But the remastered sets are how you get, like, all the commons and stuff in there, too. So they're really, like, shooting themselves in the foot here, kind of. So, if they just release the top 20 cards in the format that aren't already on Arena for Pioneer, it makes it much harder to, like, release those sets and get the full cards on, too. So it's very, like, the article goes into full detail. I just got the article. And then the issue is, like, that was a good draw. Let me just tracker. Spaceman Reset, thanks so much. So, like, the issue is, thanks to the bits too, Broody, appreciate that. How do you get all the cards on, and how do you do so in a manner that's, like, reasonable, but also somewhat speedy?
Drop it.
I don't know. Honestly, what did they ban in Standard again? I actually don't remember. They banned, discard Underdog here, or we're going to attack this. This attacks this too. It's kind of nice to do that. Marvin Reset, thanks so much. Second year's the most important year. Fable Bankbuster, and they banned Invoke too. I actually forget. I remember Fable Bankbuster. It was Invoke too, right? Okay. It's been so long I haven't played. Alright, let's, we didn't draw a land, unfortunately, so we're going to attack the Liliana here, and probably going to lose my tracker. I think we're still in decent shape, though. Just play a new creature, say go. There's an Edict. Sure. Alright, I mean, tracker again. They can now minus the Liliana, but not cool. It's alright. So my idea in the article was, and again, read the article, CoolStuffInc.com. I go over my thoughts on in detail, but my idea was for them to do a, they did a Jumpstart, Historic Horizons Jumpstart. Just made this huge Jumpstart release for Arena. It's kind of fun. For Historic, had almost 400 cards in it. That was actually a really cool release. Had a lot of cool things happening. And it just put a lot of really interesting commons and uncommons in a set. And that'd be a way, if you just did like a Pioneer Horizons Jumpstart, just gets the goddamn cards onto the platform by like a lot, So, could be a way to do it. Let's draw a card so it plays. Sure. So, kind of slow here, but we'll figure it out. Ray, first time chatter. Everyone say hi to Ray. Let's hear it for Ray.
Make a little noise here.
Uh-oh. That's bad. This card's very good against us. Good mid-range breaker. And Stomper, Shieldred, just 1,000 Shieldreds. Ray says, given the concerns of the One Ring and Historic from a flavor and mechanic point of view, what would you think about the change to the One Ring in Alchemy where the burn counters are given to the player? That's my fix. Yeah, that's my call for the fix. I am not sure. It makes sense for Alchemy or Historic for sure. I don't know. So, pretty nasty here. Breach of Multiverse is obviously very, very good as far as mid-range mirror breakers go. The question is, can we still win this game? I think we got it again, actually. We have double Go Throat to kill these. They have nothing left, really. We just play a land. And then we just play a Wayfinder. We'll kill this if we try and flip it. And we'll kill this next turn. It's kind of a different mirror. They're more of like a ramp deck, whereas we're more of a. I'll try and flip this. Hopefully, we're more of a mid-range deck. One ring to rule them all. You gonna kill my Wayfinder? Sure, that's great. They would use the go for the there, not here, so that's good for us. Looks like they're gonna attack and not try and flip. That's smart. Looks like they're trying to flip after they attacked anyway, so. Did the flip get it back? Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. My bad. There's a weird... the flips are weird. So some flips exile it and some flips don't. This one actually exiles it because it has to remove the counters. So that makes sense. You're right. So they can't actually flip it, but nothing about my plays changed there. So post-combat battle. Pretty interesting, honestly. Why do we draw a card there and not get priority for Shieldred? Didn't they change it like 1,000 years ago? Alright, whatever, sure. Take two. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to kill Shieldred and play Tracker, I guess, and hope for the best. They have a Mirrex and 2 Forest tokens. Good old technology. It's funny because Bowmaster stops every time. Like, totally unnecessarily, because, like, your draw step doesn't affect Bowmaster at all. But only happens the first turn show is in play. It's weird. Alright, so they have 2 Forests and a Mirrex and nothing. Once again, they're just out of cards, which is great for us. It's definitely Shoulder time. Let's attack with our Tracker and play Shoulder because they're out of cards. Kind of seeing the fault of the ramp deck here, right? A bunch of lands in play. They did some big stuff, but they didn't really finish the job, and now we're just super flooded. So now I need to kill them before I draw another Breach. Alright, Mirrex token, can't block. Alright, so there's Children's they go. So we gotta close this game out. Love the Vigilance here on Tracker to defend the battle, which is great. Here's Shieldred. Yes, Bowmaster plus Ren and 6 plus Fury makes playing one type of creatures in Modern a very losing proposition, which just sours me even more in the format, honestly. But alright, here's Shieldred drawing cards. They got an 0-3. We have Wayfinder and Cankerbloom. Yeah, I like that better than playing this. So let's just jam. Again, looking to close things out. They have another attacker here, which is fine. Not quite Tile's Tracker. But, yeah, it's good enough.
Our hero returned.
Alright, so we see a jump block on the Shieldred. Take 4. Make a Mirrex token, yada, yada, yada. We play 2 more creatures. And now we're starting to get in pretty deep here. We say go. They're at 17, and their life will quickly start falling. Now we have multiple creatures in play and Shieldred. Take the damage. Play a land. Love it. I think they're in trouble.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
What's that? Alright, let's just fire up the old underdog here, I think. We'll draw. See, they can make a Mirrex token. They have a Vigilance creature, underdog. Let's do this. What do they think of the anthologies? I'll do a set review for both of them. Look for that over the next few days when the full card things are released. Sending it in. Elbrin resub, thanks so much. We see a block on the Tracker and taking damage from everything else. They're just dead. They're not dead yet. Almost. Deeper Wayfinder hits. Trigger. Surveil 1. Return a land from the graveyard. Awesome. Or in the tap Scratch Gorger. I don't know. Top cards go for the throat. Sure. And we'll get back our Death Cap Blade. Oh, it's tapped. Whatever. Yeah, we'll just say go here. I mean, we gain some more life. Wheels up Barcelona on the 22nd. My flight leaves at 11:45 p.m. It's going to be an absolutely terrible overnight flight. Just awful. I don't sleep well on planes, and I'm going to lose 5 hours. So, pretty big draw here in Nissa, Ascendant Animist. They have 1, 2, 3, only 3 forests in play, though, so the overrun is not particularly overrunning. That's 15. Not quite, though. Can't go for the throat. Can tear asunder.
Get off my plane.
Get out of here, you little pest. And then we just block. And look at that, we're still alive. You're dead. What's up, Sean? 72 months. 72, that's like 1,000 years, right? Well, that's awesome. Everyone's on a Jinzo. That's the Coles brother, Sean. Say hi. Say, Sean, you smell. All right. First game goes to mid-range over the ramp deck. Pretty interesting. I do want to remind you all, all right, real fast. This is very, very important and very, very topical for the day. Today and tomorrow, that's July 11th and July 12th, is Amazon Prime Day. Of course, all you all know, I'm an Elgato partner. That's how I do this. Right? And this. Woo! Right? So, stream decks, face cam, key lights, all the stuff that I use for Elgato's on sale. 20% off on the face cam, 30% off on the Wave DX. The other mics are also 30% off. This is a new one here. I haven't set this guy yet. I'm looking forward to a Stream Deck Plus. 10% off on the brand new products, Stream Decks, key lights, capture cards, stands, green screens. Big sales here. And a lot of great savings to be had. But again, only today, only tomorrow. Elgato. Links in chat. Check it out. Hop on over to the Prime deals. Again, it's today and tomorrow only on Prime Day. Check it out. Elgato. Again, Elgato partner. Best gear out there. I'm using it for years now. And like, it's what you see in here on stream. It's why it looks so damn good. Face cam right there. All right. So check it out. Elgato. Links in chat. But I see you participate in society. Christmas in July. All right. Oh my God, Lance. All right. Let's mulligan. Let's keep. All right. That's fine. Right. No ethical consumption, etc., etc. All right. We got Dark Slick Shores. All right. This is interesting. A little Demir action. Maybe play a little standard today. All right, Rona Herald Invasion, sure. So we're playing an Esper deck today also. Esper's pretty interesting. It's kind of like moved away from like the all creature plan, which I think is very smart. And kind of gone back to like a mix between like the creature legend deck and the more mid-range deck from Worlds from last year. And it seems pretty good actually. We're gonna try that one out too. All right, they're gonna say go with their third mana up, which is pretty interesting honestly that they don't have a 2 or 3 drop here. A little sketchy, but we'll attack for 3. And then we're going to just play. It looks like we have 2 anyway, so. I feel like this is probably going to get countered or die, but that's fine. A second copy. Just got to keep applying pressure, I think. Rona means obviously they're playing a good amount of Legends, but let's go for them. Sure, that's fine. Standard seems to be in a pretty good spot, yeah. I mean, looking over the deck list, I haven't played too much because of all Lord of the Rings hype, but another no play? Alright, they could have a Wandering Emperor here, I guess. Like, it's kind of hard to not attack, though, honestly. If we attack and they have Emperor, it's pretty bad. If we don't attack and they have Emperor, it's still pretty good for them too. Gonna play Wayfinder. I'll see attack. I don't think Emperor is usually played in the Esper decks, but let's play land. Play Wayfinder. It's an Urtai. Alright, so we had the read on something. Not exactly what we thought it was, but
Good old rock.
this is a pretty good exchange for us, though. So we have to just draw a card off Wayfinder, which is fine. And they're not really killing an important creature here, so I like this a lot. Let me try. Yo, bro!
Let's find some food.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
The lack of Bankbuster has definitely very much changed the texture of these mid-range decks. It's just a lot harder to accrue cards. You have to actually work for it, which is great. So, Rafine, discard, a Gix, Urtai pumps, no blocks. Let's see what we got here. We draw a Tracker. Alright, so we're just going to attack at both, I think. And get in for probably 3 and play Glissa. Hope no extra removal spell. We could jam Tracker, I suppose, and like try and really draw out their removal before playing Glissa. But what's this? Oh, play Go for the Throat. Play Go for the Throat. They're going to Aganjo. That's pretty good. All right, so that's fine. That's dead. That's a bounce. Time to Ballista. They only have 1 card left. Yes, when you don't have to start your deck with 4 Bank Fable and 4 Bank Buster, a lot more deck variety for sure. Which is pretty cool to see. Pumpkins. Here comes the Rafine. Urtai is going to stay home because I got the Glissa on defense. Discard another Rafine. Now it's 2-5. It's getting bigger. And we see Aho of a Dawn Sky. What an answer right here. Tear Sunder. Huh? Can I get a little exile? Maybe? What do you think? Oh, goodbye, Dragon. And tackle both these. Love it. And we're going to remove counters or draw a card. Definitely draw a card and take a life here. Draw Shieldred and put them to 8. 2 cards in hand. We're obviously, like, you know, we're taking a lot of damage this turn. We have Shieldred and a good attack back also. Here comes the attack. We had no good blocks, so I also had to leak Glissa back, so. Awesome card. Rafine's still pretty busted. Card's pretty wild. Starting an Adeline and a Gix. Alright, so we go to 4. Draw Underdog. I mean, maybe we're just dead here, actually. Maybe I was also aggressive, actually. I mean, the thing is, I can't really block this. Maybe I need to leave this back. Try to defend for a turn. Because now I'm just dead, honestly. Yeah, that was bad. We traded blows here. Trading blows with Rafine's not very good. We play Shieldred. We can't remove counters, that is true. Let's try, yeah, let's just try attacking. Try and attack. We could potentially remove counters and cut down, but I think I want to be able to play Shieldred. Let's see. Let's attack with Glissa and see what happens. They're at 8. I guess also they're just like dead if I just attack with both and play Shoulders if they have nothing. But they also just discarded 2 spells too, so honestly, Gix feels like a lucky card for them to have right now, which is kind of crappy for us, but let's attack with Sunslayer and see what happens. They have Odawara to bounce the Glissa Sunseeker. And now we are dead. 4, take exactly 4. Yeah, I think we played sloppy this game. I think we got into a racing scenario when we weren't going to win the race, which is obviously just not a very smart thing to do. So that one's on me. That one's on me, I think. Let's bring in. I think Liliana's pretty good against them. Second Terra Sunder for the Dragon's kind of cool too. These Canker Blooms are kind of crappy. And maybe Veraska is just a little too clunky too. I think I like this. Wouldn't mind a 3rd Trespasser, honestly, either. We're on the play. It's fine. Let's try this. Is Glissa target to remove counters? I did check, actually. I did not check that.
Wow.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Did I see the one ring was found? Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, right? I did a TikTok about it. Gotta follow me on social media platforms, and you would have known a lot sooner. Follow me on TikTok. Look at this. Check this out. Ready? Oh, look at this. Way back here. All the way back here. There it is. You would have known.
Folks, the One Ring has been found. It has been official.
Just saying. Just saying. Play first. And we got another kind of stinky hand. We're going to keep this. It's a little tough. We can keep this. We got Rule Spell. Glissa if we draw a land. Shoulder is also very good against them. Also, here's a Skrelv. I think we're actually going to just Terra Sunder this and save cut down for a better creature because we can't kick this right now anyway. So just hit this like this. Any offers or sales? I don't know. Star City did a small article on it, kind of going over like some of the details and stuff, but didn't draw land. All right, well, we're in trouble. About like, you know, when it was opened and so on and so forth. It's kind of cool. I would love to watch a documentary on it, honestly, and just like kind of hear about like how it was opened, what did the next like 72 hours look like after it was opened? You know, like who'd you call? You know, you gotta get it graded. You call a lawyer, do you call a bank? Like what do you do exactly, you know? I'd love to hear of that. So they're just gonna play Lansego. Okay, I guess we're gonna cut down. Just gonna die, sure. We draw a land of our own here. We cannot. Oh god, full house. We got a full house. Let's play some poker.
Here comes the money.
We're in big trouble here. Here's a Rona Herald of Invasion. And then they're going to pass too. Alright, let's place draw land. Please draw any untap land. Cowardly Vamp says, hey Jim, thanks for watching your videos. I got my new personal best of Platinum in Historic. Awesome, my friend. Congrats. What have you been playing? No land. Demir Mills, sweet. Alright, here's Yagmoth. We really need to draw land. That is a land. We did it. Alright, so, let's play Trespasser because they probably have a kill spell here. Let's at least punish them for it. Obviously, a trade's fine too. So, eat their Denic, which is great. Tasty.
Super fat, Harold.
There's an article saying the CEO of PSA flew out and personally brought it back to be graded. I don't think that's true. Or I haven't heard that at least. I heard that it was a company was hired. Surge of Salvation. Damn, I guess you got me. Alright, sure. How many cards left? They got 3 cards left. About to play another one. Play Shieldred. That's not good. We draw Cut Down. That's also not good. Alright, well, I mean, unfortunately, in these sort of like tempo-y matchups, you gotta make your land drops. We failed to do that as well. Evoke Spare's banned, folks. Come on. What you did, opponent. And they're gonna go for the attack, alright. I mean, they have a white castle here, probably. Plasma Heroes? Sure, that works too. Alright, so they take damage. We take damage, they draw a card. Can play another Glissa. Pretty good little combo there. Play a Skrell. Let's draw land, please. We did draw land. Alright, so I mean, we're still very much behind the 8 ball here, but if they've got like nothing in their hand, or very, very little perhaps. This is sort of the problem of like relying on a creature like Glissa or Shieldred, where you have diminishing returns, or if your only play is just to keep playing a creature every turn, even if it's really, really good, you end up in a spot where you just play it and hope, you know, okay, they can't kill it. In this space, they actually couldn't kill it, which is pretty surprising, but we'll take it. We play a Lamp with Shieldred, and now we're in a Shieldred mirror. And I mean, if they can't get through my stuff, that's pretty sweet. But typically, just like playing good creature and hoping it lives is not a great plan, even if the creature's really, really good. You gotta make sure your deck is built to interact and then play the creature. Our deck is, I guess, we just kind of just drew a lot of the same cards, but starting to mount a comeback. We got a ways to go here. We gotta kill Shieldred. We gotta get some more moves going. And of course, we're really alright. I mean, we can't tear asunder. I guess we'll tear asunder the Shieldred on their upkeep. Doesn't really feel great, but sure. Can't target graveyards. Don't really have any attacks. A lot of things can go wrong here for sure. Here's your Urtai. So they're gonna kill my Shieldred. I'm gonna kill their Shieldred, but I think we're gonna lose this exchange. Let's give us a response. Kick this. Here's Urtai. Destroy Shieldred. And now they attack for a bajillion. And even with our good blocker, I think we're screwed. We draw other Shieldred. Alright. Yeah, just fell a little too far behind here. That's Rafine. Alright, yeah, that'll kill us. What?
Inconceivable!
Opponent. You gotta... Alright. Opponent's gotta install this button on their soundboard. Just send. You're so far ahead. Just send. What are you doing? We're probably still can't win, but... Alright. Now I have a chance to play Shieldred and at least like 2 for 1 and maybe keep the ball rolling here. I mean, sure. This will kill Denick probably. And then we have a good sized blocker maybe. The opponent just sends the team last turn. I think we're fine, but probably have another Urtai, I guess. Opponent playing a little bit conservatively. Flip Shelly next turn. I mean, maybe, but like I don't think that's very good. Still super conservative, man. But they really give us a chance here, you know. Let's take it to Gix. Like, if you're getting all these Fiend triggers and just killing me, just like do your stuff, you know. Here's a Dawn Sky. All right, they got us. All right, yeah. I mean, we played a little sloppy in game 1. Games we kind of just stumbled. Definitely don't love just like kind of relying on creatures like that to play defense, but it is what it is. 1-1. Hopefully our last opponent hops on over to Amazon Prime Day and gets himself a stream deck, because they have their own soundboard, and they too can go. We're going to keep this. I mean, Underdog's a great mana sink, obviously, so... Play lands, they go. 2-drop, removal spell, mana sink. Takenuma could have been worse cards to draw, I suppose. Favorite non-stream deck Elgato stuff? Alright, chat asked me that. I'm not just saying it. I mean, face cam's good. Lights are really great. I have a capture card too. Done a little bit of Switch on stream. Not too much though, but... What's the story here, friend? Camera's nice. I do look freaking good, right? I mean, this is... I look good, right? I look good? Alright, that's bad. So we've drawn 2 lands. After keeping my, my land-heavy hand for sure. But 1 Takenuma, you know, get something to do there. Alright, so probably Esper control of some kind. Underdog, just going to try and get the job done here. Deep Root Wayfinder, kind of cool with Takenuma. We can get it to hit. Void Rent. Ah! We got to kill this, right? Yeah, we got to kill this. We'll kill our own Underdog here to keep it in the graveyard. Got to be creative with your removal spells when you're playing against a control deck, because I don't have any creatures. And then we'll just play a land and play Wayfinder and just say go. We'll just get this freaking Underdog train going, right? Need to watch out for Emperor too, but... A lot of exile stuff in white right now. Another go for the throat. You're killing me here, Smalls. Come on, you're killing me here. Here's Underdog. Resolves. Attack step. Send. We're going to probably need to go into game 2 here, because we don't really have... This Emperor, sure. We have 4 go for the throats and 4 cut downs in our deck, which is just not very good. Once there are 4 duresses, things get a lot better for us, obviously. So... And we're going to see an exile on the Underdog. Wayfinder hits. Surveil 1. We've got no lands in the graveyard at present. I'll keep Tracker on top, though. Tracker some nice Wandering Emperor tech, obviously. Just going to dump it and make it 2-2. Perhaps another copy of Wandering Emperors in our future. Play a land. Just gonna attack. I mean, I should play this first, but see if they tap up our counterspell or not. But probably second Emperor here. But I mean, it's pretty hard not to attack, honestly. So we got a hit. Yeah, it's fine. All right, get a land. Cute. Give me that one, please. A little extra value. Try a Tracker. Cool. Alright, just keep going here. Battling away. Silver Scrutiny, draw 3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wish WotC would have showed they could block warriors by banning more than just 3 cards. I think these 3 cards are fine to ban, honestly. The format's shaped out pretty well. Alright, gotta say go. We gotta keep our clue. Alright, I mean, don't love this, but let's... If I cut down and they have an Emperor, they can pump it. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, Rafine and Atraxa haven't really been a major part. I haven't played a lot of Standard, but looking over the deck list from the last few weeks, looks like Rafine and Atraxa have been mostly under control. So, you know, I still think Atraxa is an abomination of a card, but they're going to play a Sheoldred's Edict. All right, so we're going to let go of our Wayfinder here. Keep a tracker in. Just gonna do it. All right, sure. All right, we'll cycle right now. Let's cycle this, see what we hit. Alright, so... couple options here. We obviously are somewhat concerned with the counterspell. Or a Wrath effect. 10 cards in hand. I think we probably need to play another threat here, honestly, so... obviously it sucks to play into a Wrath, but I think that if we let them end step kill this with no board presence, we're in trouble. We're probably just a huge dog here, honestly. You know, the control versus mid-range is always heavily favored control, in game ones especially, because the mid-range deck just has so many dead cards. This is hilarious. Folks, for the love of God.
That's it. I'm going to clone color.
Don't cast your Memory Deluge in response to a Trespasser, alright? Let the Trespasser resolve first, then cast Memory Deluge. Just a tip from Jim, from old Jim here, just trying to give you the real high-level advice you all really want. Suvi resub, thanks so much. 1 year, you're great. They get a full 7 in hand. And we have 2 kill spells in our hand too, so yeah. So that's the problem again. With game ones of mid-range against control is you just have all these dead kill spells in your hand. You just can't do anything about it, so... we'll probably conclude here. Probably gonna go to game 2. Yeah. Just how it goes. Mid-range versus control in game 1. Play a lot of control decks in my day, and playing against mid-range is always a lot of fun. But post-sideboard, 4 Duresses are in, Trespassers are in, Lilianas are in, Terra Sunders in. That's probably it. Cut the 4 cutdowns. Cut the 4 go for the throats. And honestly, Vraska is good if it resolves. I guess it's an exchange of pace threat. Have a Planeswalker instead of a creature. Let's cut just one of the creatures. Probably... that's probably Sheoldred. So we have a good amount of creatures, 3 Planeswalkers, 4 Duresses. A lot of our creatures are must-kills, which is good. Still a dog here, I think, but at least have a better chance. This is 26 lands. I should just cut a land. Let's cut one of the Besejus. I'm sure I was 2. Travis. Never played Alchemy. Is it worth it to go play the Lord of the Ring when I come back standard in a few months? I mean, I don't personally enjoy Alchemy, but if I play the Lord of the Rings cards, they're a lot of fun. I think Historic's the best format, but it is expensive, obviously. So, on the play, much better hand. Give me a little underdog action. Might try with Canker Bloom first, honestly. Alright, my Wayfinder too. Let's go Canker Boy. Try to get them to use their kill spell on this first before underdog. And no land. Kind of rough. Kind of rough. Wayfinder is good, but doesn't hit hard enough, I don't think. Attack for 3. Damn, Wayfinder. Edict me, sure. Nope, don't do that. Alright, so you're gone. I'll say Wayfinder, try to find a land, I guess. Trouble land. Alright, cool. Here's Wayfinder attack. Nope, just kidding. We got a Void Rend. I mean, great. Better there than here, so let's play a land. And now the question is, do I want a Trespasser or Glissa? I just burned a Void Rend, which is a clean answer to Trespasser. So is Edict too, I guess, though. I want to save this for later, I think. Try hit a Deluge. And Glissa's a higher upside card, so... they play a land, say go, and have Emperor. It's tough. Last question. When normally do you stream those more professional arena streams for $2,000? When do I stream them? Whenever they happen, typically. No Emperor mana is great here for us, so let's just jam. Send it in. Alright, the Glissa hit. Woo!
Bingo!
Drop. Alright, and I'm going to play a land. We're going to play just Wayfinder. We need to play enough stuff to pressure them, but not so much to fall into a Wrath. They definitely have a Deluge here. Which kind of sucks, but can't play nothing. So this is a spot where we want to play a Planeswalker and diversify your threats. One of the best ways to beat a control deck with Rats in it is to diversify your threats so the Wrath is in that backing, which is why Farewell is so good. But Tracker better into Wrath. I mean, it hits a lot harder and plays around Emperor, so I'd almost rather have this later anyway. One argument would be that if you draw... Actually, that's fine. So, here's Deluge. They go land, Sunfall. I get to Ether. I think at least... Gonna cut down the Wayfinder. That's good. Wow. Alright, attack. No land. They have 6 spells in their hand? What's going on over there? Alright. 6 spells in hand for our opponent. I mean, they definitely have a Wrath. I have a counterspell too, though, honestly. Let's play Tracker. This is going to eat this. Don't want to get this exiled. Planeswalker is too important. You can play into a counterspell, so... They're going to Siphon Insight. Don't think this is going to be great for them, right? Just to give them some random idiot creature. So they choose a card from my deck. Here's Tracker. Make a clue. They find the land for Sunfall. It's a temporary white source, though. We untap and draw it to rest. Pretty good draw. Alright, so Durestia. And we see a hand of Stroke, Deluge, Farewell, Emperor. So if we can take the Deluge and play Trespasser and go for that twice. Yeah, Farewell is currently uncastable and not that big of a deal, I don't think. Let's get these Deluges out of here. Gotta grind. They have Insight too, but I think it's Deluge. Siphon Insight is just annoying, whereas Deluge is actually very good, so let's get rid of those first. No second white again, so no Farewell and no Emperor available. They have Stroke and a mystery card. That's my swamp. That's funny. It goes to Knight on the Gluttons. So we get an attack here. We can exile 2 things, which is awesome. In for 4. Exiling Insight and Deluge. Probably Insight response. That's fine. What are you doing in my swamp? Fortunately, I can't call to mind every sound clip ever made for my soundboard, so take 4. Wow. Obviously, they have Disdainful Stroke here. I think I would like to play Shieldred. I'm sorry, not Shieldred, Liliana. Play on the Stroke. Discard the Underdog, perhaps. They drew another Deluge?
Inconceivable!
That's gross. Alright, sure. They're at 7. Obviously, Farewell hits the Underdog, too, so kind of keep the Underdog in my hand. I'm just going to draw. Draw first, then plus.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me.
Alright, we're going to plus. Let me discard Vraska.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Vraska not so good against Stroke. Just, like, kind of clunky. I guess it's a good response to, yeah, that's wrong, actually. It's a good response to Farewell. Discard another Siphon Insight. Jeez. They flip their Incubator. Sure. And they draw a lands. They get to attack Liliana and Farewell, I suppose. If I discard Underdog, it just gets exiled to Farewell. So.
Now you've got my attention.
Nothing again. Oh, alright, so. Stroke, Farewell, Wandering Emperor. I have to exile 2 things if I glutton them. Let's try for that. There was a mistake? It's like the fairest card ever printed. Attack. Target Insight and Deluge. I think I'd be targeting my own stuff to try and like just drain them out and kill them, but they have ways to stop my attack, so they're gonna cast a Siphon Insight here in response, which is fine. They can Emperor too and just like exile a card, but then I just play another thingy, I think, so They get a card, exile that. So now all the day wishes are gone, so we're playing a decent grindy game here. Play the Emperor.
Feel the energy of battle.
Exile it, discard a card to ward. So we've cut down their card draw engine by a significant amount, which is great. We're really kind of like working them on the card angle. Discard a stroke, sure, so that's gone. And we're gonna play Trespasser. Still farewell in their hand.
Get for hurting my people.
Now we're gonna drain them with this thing. Play this and exile Cankerbloom Wayfinder. They go to 7 plus Liliana.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
And they're almost out of cards. They discard the Farewell. Wow, okay. Alright, I mean, that might be bait, obviously. This might be a Sunfall or another Farewell, but I think I'm just in. Just gonna go for it. So they go. Goes to Day. I still have Liliana and Shieldred if they have it. They're gonna play my Glissa. Alright, sure. And a Seed Shark. What? Can you just chill for a second? Alright. So we have Shieldred and Liliana to pressure their... Now we're in the tap-out phase of the control deck, so we're going to Edict them first. Let's start there. Now we're going to play Shieldred.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Let's sack the Emperor here, probably. I mean, we're getting into like the the really like kind of grimy, middle of the road. Okay, now we're both tapping out for stuff and playing stuff part of the game, which obviously is better for us than the Drago game is. So, just pulling our opponent down to the mud into the mud with us, basically.
Ah, our hero returns.
Phyrexians everywhere. What's up, opponents? Yeah, I think keeping the Vraska might have been correct. Might have been a mistake to get rid of it. So, attack Liliana, which is fine.
It's no fun when they're back.
They get 2 incubators for that too from the Shark. Alright, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Sunfall is pretty messed up. Card's pretty good. Yeah. It's a bad day to be a mid-range deck when you're playing as control decks. Bankbuster was definitely the tool that really gave the mid-range decks a leg up on control, but without Bankbuster, control decks definitely get to do a lot of good stuff. Alright, no blocks. Let me draw Shieldred. Doesn't even kill these. It's so funny. Nice card. Can't even kill 5/5. Alright. Well, we'll play this and just say go. One job, Shieldred. You're nothing like your sister. Cut down to Alright, yeah, we're dead. Missed attack. Oh yeah, it's Vigilance, you're right, my bad. I screwed up. But does not matter either way. Alright, yeah, control decks. Mid-range is bad against control, and control is pretty popular right now, so I don't know. This deck seems kind of cool, but not overtly thrilled with it, honestly. It does seem a little fair, and then also just not really super well positioned. The version that we played against in the first round honestly felt a little more exciting, from a sense of like it's just going to be better at winning the long games against decks that counter spells and stuff. Hopping over to Untap, take a little look at our games here. Funny, 2 very different Esper decks, but the same result. There's no doubt that Gliss is pretty good, but Tracker's like just inherently a very fair card. I almost wouldn't hate like some Duresses of this deck either. Like it has an unbelievable amount of main deck removal spells in it. That's just going to be really, really bad against control. Not sure, honestly. Deck seems kind of cool, but overall somewhat somewhat not thrilled. So that's his deck. Vortex play on stream, but you two folks love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.